The defense of the city of Magna Bonum was a success. The orcs caught us off our guard, but not unprepared. I will not underestimate these aliens again. It is clear now that their primary push was towards the capital city, and they have moved in to attack with a speed I have rarely seen a military force capable of achieving. I have read reports of orc clans who focus on fast strikes, but I did not realize they could be so coordinated. It is as if something is driving the orcs here, some unknown desire or instinct. The Imperial Guard regiments watching over the city are decimated and will not be resupplied for at least 24 hours. The orcs will renew their attacks far sooner. Our scouts are reporting a force massing 50 kilometers from the city that dwarfs the group that attacked Magna Bonum, and reports from civilians speak of a mighty orc who leads them, bigger and more cunning than the rest. If the capital city falls, this planet will not be far behind. I cannot allow this to occur.
Everything is ready, boss. Damn Humies is in for a good stomping. This is gonna be the best fight of their miserable lives.
Just make sure it's the last fight of their lives.
I don't take orders from you, Humie.
We've held up our side of the bargain, have we not? You wanted a new planet to wage war on, and we have given it to you. You wanted to face the Imperium's greatest warriors, the Space Marines. They are here. We've even provided you with weapons and Imperial tanks to use on the battlefield. And all we ask in return is that you keep the Imperials distracted from our operations here.
You've kept your word. But that still don't mean you can order the orcs around.
My apologies. We've delivered the last of the weaponry. They're in the hands of your servants. We'll take our leave now. I respectfully request that you keep the Marines busy for as long as you can.
We'll keep them more than busy. We'll keep them dead.
The thought of kowtowing to these creatures disgusts me. The orcs are a tool, nothing more. And quite an effective one, I might add. Perhaps. But I dislike providing such unpredictable aliens with our own weaponry. Lord Bale. Orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battle lust. If we intimidated them into doing our bidding, showed them our strength, they would take pause before betraying us. You cannot intimidate something that knows no fear. Trouble yourself no longer with the orcs. We will have what we came for and be gone before they finish with the Imperials and turn on us.
Why is we talking with them humies instead of fighting with them? Them smelly chaos boys is weak. Not nearly enough of a challenge for the boys. If they were strong like orcs, they wouldn't need us to fight for them. We'll take their guns and their help, and when we're done chopping up all the humies, we'll come back here and chop them up as well.
Orbital imagery shows a heavy concentration of orcs in the area. We must secure a location and establish a base before destroying the war boss and his clan. Combine the holy fire of the whirlwinds with the jump packs of our assault marines. Cleanse this area.
Whirlwind here.
Direct us to the enemy.
Whirlwind here. Moving out. Whirlwind here.
At your command.
Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates.
Taking heavy fire.
The machine spirit is prepared. Triangulating attack coordinates. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
Faith is our shield.
Whirlwind here.
Yes, my lord. Cleanse, burn, kill.
Whirlwind here.
We stand ready. To the skies. Commencing attack.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Piracy grows behind us.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Taking
Preparing
damage.
whirlwind missile battery to fire. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Never vigilant. Fear denies faith. Charge. Faith is our shield. At your command. We stand ready. Activating jump pad. Yes, my lord.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Yes, my lord. Fear our wrath. What's your order? Yes, my lord. Fear our wrath. Direct us to the enemy. Ever vigilant. We stand ready. We are the Emperor's chosen. Onward, the glory! Maintain attack formation. What's your order?
Whirlwind artillery tank here. An easy objective.
Awaiting orders. Orders received, brother.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind here. As you command. An
We
easy
stand
objective.
ready.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Direct us to the
Whirlwind
enemy.
artillery tank here. The machine spirit is prepared. Approaching target. Approaching target. As you command. An easy objective. As you command.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. His will be done.
Direct us to the enemy. Understood. Direct us to the enemy. Understood. Moving out.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
Heresy grows from idleness. Orders received.
Whirlwind here.
Fear denies
Whirlwind
faith.
artillery tank here. Approaching target. They will never see it coming. The machine spirit is prepared. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. Approaching target.
Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Preparing whirlwind missile battery to fire. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind here.
Direct us to the
Whirlwind
enemy.
artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. The machine spirit is prepared. Whirlwind here. His wrath falls from the heavens. The machine spirit is prepared.
Heresy grows from idleness. To the skies! Taking damage. We are the Emperor's chosen. Direct us to the enemy. Commencing attack. What is your order? We are the Emperor's chosen. At your command. What is your order? Engaging the enemy. Direct us to the enemy. Direct us to the enemy. Initiating attack protocol. Direct us to the enemy. What's your order? Attacking as ordered. Fate is our shame. Activating jump pack. Orders received. Awaiting orders. What is your order? Heresy grows from idleness. Cleanse, purge, kill, taking heavy fire. What's your order? Activating jump pack. Direct us to the enemy. Onward to glory! Yes, my lord.
Whirlwind here.
Captain, what is your order? Maintain attack formation. Orders received. Faith is our shield.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. They will never see it coming.
Ever vigilant. Stay vigilant, brothers. Heresy grows from idleness. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Cleanse, purge, kill. Mission accomplished. We stand ready. Faith is our shield. Weapons at your command. It is time. We are the Emperor's chosen. Yes, my lord. Heresy grows under fire. Fear our wrath. Onward to glory! Activating jump for the Emperor! Ever vigilant. Onward to glory! We are the Emperor's chosen.
Warwind here.
Yes, my lord. We are the Emperor's chosen. Orders received, brother. Onward to glory! Fear our wrath. Taking hit at your command. Heresy grows from idleness.
Warwind here.
Awaiting orders. At your command. Orders received. Fear our wrath.
Our scouts
Stand
report the
ready.
war boss is in the vicinity of this location. It seems a second Orc
Activating
clan has
jump
gathered
pad.
between us. They are heavily defended on this plateau. They
An
must
open
be
mind is
eliminated
like a
to
door
clear a
protect
path to the
gates
war boss.
unbarred and unguarded.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
What would you have me do? We shall know no
At your
fear.
command.
For the glory Today the enemy shall know fear.
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. Yes, Lord.
The area is secure.
With all due haste, I await your instructions. Initializing build protocol. With all due haste,
Fear the Emperor. Onward Heresy to glory.
yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve. Yes, most beneficent one. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. I will do as you ask.
At your command.
Praise the Emperor.
Fear not the sight.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Onward to glory.
Here to serve.
For the Emperor.
Yes, Lord. Yes, most beneficent one. I exist to serve. I shall obey. I shall obey.
The Emperor protects.
This is the first
Yes,
step on the
Lord.
road to disappointment.
I shall
Assault
obey.
Marines are now available to us.
As you
They can
wish.
be built from the chapel
I
barracks.
shall obey. I exist to serve.
My faith is my
What's
shield.
your order? Ever vigilant. We will
I
crush the
await
enemies
your
of the Imperium.
instructions.
And carry a big gun.
Here to serve. As you
What's
wish.
your order? At your command.
I await your
Faith is our
instructions.
shield. Maintain attack
I
formation.
stand ready.
Yes, Lord.
Marine squad deployed. Fear denies faith. Moving out. Weapons at ready.
Praise the
It is
Emperor.
time. Fear our wrath.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees
Faith
of
is our
guilt.
shield.
There is no such thing
The
as
Emperor
innocence.
protects.
Only degrees of guilt.
Taking heavy
I
fire.
serve.
Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy.
My faith is my shield.
Ever vigilant. Orders received.
An open mind is like a fortress with
Awaiting
its gates
orders.
unbarred and unguarded.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Beware, alien. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be
I
nearby.
await your instructions. I
Today
exist
the
to
enemy shall
serve.
know fear.
Heresy grows in kindness.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Faith is our shield. Maintain attack formation.
Praise the Emperor.
Fear denies faith. What is your order?
Yes, Lord. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Taking heavy fire.
On alert, brothers. The enemy
What's
must
your
be
order?
nearby.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Praise the Emperor. This day shall be a glorious one for the
Direct us to the
Imperium.
enemy. Orders received, brother.
For the Emperor.
What's your order? Direct us to the enemy.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
There is no such thing as innocence.
Taking
Only
damage.
degrees of guilt.
What's your order?
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My faith is my shield.
Direct us to the enemy.
As you wish.
Yes, my squad deployed. Awaiting orders.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord.
Faith is our shield. Fear denies faith.
Yes, most beneficent
Ever
one.
vigilant. Taking hits. Faith is our shield.
Yes, Lord. I will do as you
We
ask.
stand ready.
I stand ready.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At your command. Orders received, brother.
While the enemies of the
We
Emperor
stand
still
ready.
draw breath, there can be no peace. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Fear our wrath. Yes, my lord.
My faith is my shield.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. At your command. My knowledge is at your disposal. There is no such thing
At
as
your
innocence. Only degrees of guilt.
Yes, my lord.
What would you have me do?
Taking
Walk
hits.
softly and carry a big gun.
Yes, my lord. Flames, purge.
Praise the
kill.
Emperor.
Knowledge is power.
This day shall be a glorious one
Ever
for the
vigilant.
Imperium.
Yes, Lord.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. By my command, attack!
Let the grenades fly. Fire in the hole.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor. For the glory of the Emperor, we shall know no fear.
Pledge. Urge. Maintain attack formation.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
We stand ready.
Yes, Lord?
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. I serve at your command.
We are the
This
Emperor's
day shall be a
chosen.
glorious one for the
Awaiting
Imperium.
orders. Taking
I
hits.
await your
What's your orders?
instructions.
Activating jump pack. Engaging the enemy.
My faith is my shield.
What's your orders?
Walk softly and carry a big gun. Praise the Emperor.
Awaiting orders. Yes, my lord.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Onward to glory.
The Emperor protects.
At your command. Activating jump
My
pack.
faith is my shield.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Faith is our shield.
The machine cult is ready to be requisitioned. Build it to gain access to vehicles, while the enemies of the Emperor still draw
Faith
breath.
is our shield. To the skies.
He who stands with me shall be my
We
brother.
stand ready.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Taking heavy fire. Let the grenade fly. Vigilant.
Praise the Emperor.
Heresy grows from idleness.
We are
On alert,
united
brothers.
in his
The enemy
service.
must be nearby.
We are united in his service. For the Emperor. For the Emperor.
Captured.
Space Marines,
Walk
advance!
softly and carry a big gun.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Yes, my
disappointment.
lord.
Yes, Lord? I will do as you ask.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, most beneficent one?
My faith is my shield.
Fear denies faith.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Walk softly.
Venerate
And
the
carry a
immortal
big
Emperor.
gun.
I serve.
This day shall be a glorious one for the
An open
Imperium.
mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
Taking heavy
unguarded.
fire.
My knowledge at your disposal. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Yes, most beneficent one?
What's your order?
The Emperor protects. Faith and duty.
Faith is our
The
shield.
Emperor protects.
Let the grenade fly.
Follow my lead. Follow my lead. And their long-range artillery are being made available. Build them from the machine cult.
Fear our wrath.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there
What's
can
your
be
order?
no peace. Praise the Emperor.
Here to serve, I shall obey.
Taking damage.
With all due haste.
Walk softly and carry a
Knowledge
big
is
gun.
power. Hide it well.
There is
No such thing as innocence. Only to please.
What is your will?
Objective acquired.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Hope is the first step on the road to this point. What would you have?
For the Emperor.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
What's your order?
An open mind is like a fortress.
He who stands with me shall be guided, brother.
Preparing to place turn here denies. Initiate
Emperor
attack protocol 23. We are the
On
Emperor's
alert,
chosen.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
This is your command. We stand ready. Activating jump pack. Regrouping. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Here to serve.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I stand with you.
Under
Praise
fire.
the Emperor.
Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask.
Fear denies faith. Heresy flows from idlers.
Fear not the Psycho.
Ever vigilant. Strategic point identified. Orders received. At your command. Maintain attack formation. At your command. Maintain attack formation.
My faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord. Direct us to the enemy.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. I stand ready. Mind over matter. Venerate the immortal Emperor. Hope is the first step on the road to
Fear denies
disappointment.
faith. Cleanse, purge, kill. Taking damage, ever vigilant. Awaiting orders.
My faith is my shield.
Direct us to the enemy.
Beware the alien. Mute the heretic.
Heresy grows from
I have
idleness.
awoken.
Here to serve. I shall obey.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
The Emperor protects.
At your command. Weapons at ready. Awaiting orders.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be
Area
nearby.
secure. Direct us to the enemy. Moving out. Move at your command.
Today the enemy shall know fear. I shall not fail.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
I await your instructions.
Faith is our shield.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Awaiting orders.
Today the enemy shall know fear. We are united in his service. For the honor of the
I
chapter.
have awoken.
Follow
This
me
day
into
shall
battle.
be a glorious one for the
Hey,
Imperium.
hey. Ever vigilant.
Walk softly.
At your command.
Carry a big gun.
Ever vigilant.
Faith is eternal. I will be there soon. I will purge the unclean.
What's your order?
Here to serve.
Yes, my lord.
Fear not the Psycho. An open mind is like a fortress with its
We
gates
stand
unbarred and
ready.
unguarded.
You will stand
Ever
your
vigilant.
ground!
Activating jump pack. Fear
Yes,
our
most
wrath.
beneficent
Ever
one.
vigilant.
The Emperor protects.
It is better to die for the Emperor than
Direct
live
us
for
to the
yourself.
Orders received. Awaiting orders. Fear denies faith.
Here to serve.
What would you have me do?
Even in death I still
Fear
serve.
denies faith.
Yes,
Taking
most
heavy fire.
beneficent
My
one.
faith is my shield.
Heresy grows from idleness.
At last, back to war.
Awaiting orders. Fear our wrath.
Even in death I still serve.
Yes, Lord.
Ever vigilant.
What would you have me do?
For the glory of the Emperor.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Identifying targets. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Follow me into battle. Follow me into battle.
I am ready to serve again. Even in death I still serve.
I stand
Command me.
with courage and
I am the instrument of his will.
Yes, Lord. As you wish. I shall obey.
I am the instrument of his will.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
We will establish a forward base at this location to facilitate ready access to Space Marines. We will need many to ensure the War Boss is dead and
At
buried.
last, back to war. Even in death I
Yes,
still
Lord.
serve.
Thermoplasma
We stand
generators
ready.
are available. They will provide us greater access to power.
Yes, Lord. As you wish. I shall obey. I exist to serve. I shall obey. As you wish.
The enemy is awaiting orders. Fear denies
Faith
faith.
is eternal.
Claim it in the name of the Emperor. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Faith is eternal.
Here to serve. With all due haste.
Securing
Walk
objective.
softly.
hope is the first step on the road to
My faith is my shield.
Faith is eternal.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Yes, my lord.
Faith is eternal.
Cleanse, purge,
Faith
kill.
is eternal.
The Emperor protects.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am the instrument of his will. To me, my brothers. Command I have local. Faith is eternal.
Here to serve. Here to serve.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Faith is eternal.
As you wish,
Faith
beneficent
is
one.
eternal. I will crush those who stand before me. I am the instrument of his will. Faith is eternal.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Whirlwind
I
artillery tank
am ready to
deployed.
serve. Again. Take me into battle. I am the instrument of his will.
Onward to glory!
At last, back to war. Even in death, I still serve. Command me. Moving up. I am ready to serve. Again.
Activating jump pack. Strategic point identified.
At last, back to work.
Awaiting swarm deployed. At your command.
I am the instrument of his will.
Destroy the armor. Objective acquired.
Fate is eternal.
Follow my lead.
Here to serve.
My knowledge is at your
I
disposal.
am the instrument of his will. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, most beneficent one. I will do as you ask.
Heresy grows from
Beware the
idleness.
alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Even in death, I still serve.
Fear denies faith.
I am ready to serve. Again.
This day shall be a
Never
glorious
vigilant.
one for the Imperium.
Yes, Lord?
I am the instrument of his will. I am ready to
The
serve.
area is secure.
Again.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Take me into battle.
Taking hits.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here.
Yes, my lord.
I am the instrument of his will. It is better to die for the Emperor than
Whirlwind
live for
artillery
yourself.
tank here.
Confirmed.
Faith is our shield. Objective
Whirlwind
acquired.
artillery
It is
tank here.
better to die for the Emperor than live for
We
yourself.
stand ready.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Look at that monstrosity. I have heard legends of such beasts, but I've never seen one.
Fate
Men,
is eternal.
concentrate your fire. We must take this creature
At your
down.
command.
Whirlwind here.
Maintain attack. Under fire.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
We are the Emperor's children. Activating jump pack. Awaiting orders. Faith is our shield. Commencing attack.
Whirlwind here.
Direct us to the enemy.
Yes, most beneficent one? Yes, Lord.
Ever vigilant. Direct us to the enemy.
The Emperor protects. My faith is my shield. He who stands willing shall be my brother. Beware your
Fear our wrath. Fear denies faith.
Even in death, I still serve.
The Emperor protects.
Maintain attack formation. All planetary recruit. Weapons at ready. It is time. Position
My
secure.
mind is focused
Returning
and ready
back.
for action. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
We stand ready.
Walk
I
softly.
have awoken.
Carry
Even
a
in
big
death
gun.
I still serve. I have awoken back to war. Even in death I still serve.
What would you
At last, back to war.
follow me into battle?
I am the instrument of his will.
What's your order? Activating jump pack.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Follow me into battle. The Emperor protects.
Maintain attack formation of the Emperor's chosen. Target their vehicle. Attacking engines.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Fall back and regroup!
Command
We must
me.
fall back.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Praise the Emperor.
For the Emperor!
The Emperor protects. Today the enemy shall know fear.
Squad morale restored.
Taking command.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
By my command. Attack! Rally squad! I know no fear. You will stand your ground! Knowledge is power.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. What will
Taking damage.
I am the instrument of his will.
praise the Emperor?
I am ready to serve. Again,
Praise the Emperor. I serve mankind. Taking command. The Emperor protects.
Yes, my lord.
I command in the name of the Emperor.
Attacking as ordered. Fall back and regroup!
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Orders received.
I am ready to
Whirlwind
serve.
artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind
Fire!
artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Yes, my lord.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Fall back and regroup!
Gates unlocked.
Wait for sacrifice. Fear our wrath.
I stand ready. Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Squad morale restored.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Whirlwind artillery tank
Fear
here.
not the Psyker. There is no such thing as innocence.
I am the instrument of his will. It is better to die for the Emperor than live
It's
for
the first
yourself.
step on the road to disappointment.
Moving out. Weapons at ready. It is time. Maintain attack
Venerate the
formation.
immortal Emperor.
Weapons at ready. It is time.
Space Marines, advance!
Taking damage.
An open mind is like
Enemy
a
is
fortress
attacking.
with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Engaging the enemy. Fall back and regroup! Commencing an attack. To the rally point!
Fear not the Psyker.
Regrouping.
Follow my knowledge at your disposal. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
To the rally point!
Fear not the Psyker.
Fall back! Our base holds. Returning to battle. Understood.
Command me.
What would you have me do?
Knowledge is power.
Whirlwind
Hide
here.
it well.
Follow me into battle.
An open world is like a fortress with its gates unlocked and unguarded.
Attacking as ordered. Orders received.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Taking heavy fire. The enemy is attacking. Initiating attack protocol 23.
I am the instrument of his will. I shall generate his eternity. Even in death I still serve. I am the instrument of his will.
Fear not the Psycho.
By my command, attack! Praise the Emperor.
Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Fear not the Psycho.
Even in death I still serve. Command me. Identifying targets.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Space Marines, advance!
Stay
I
vigilant.
am the instrument of his will.
My knowledge is at your
Whirlwind
disposal.
artillery tank here.
Faith is eternal.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Charge.
What would you have me do?
Yes, Lord. I shall obey. I await your instructions.
Taking heavy fire.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
I stand ready.
I am ready to serve. Again.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Faith is our shield.
I stand ready.
Beware the alien,
Faith is eternal.
the heretic.
Command me. Command me. Faith is eternal. It is better to die for
It's
the
the first
Emperor
step
than
on
live
the
for
road to
yourself.
disappointment.
Yes, Lord.
Brother Tantheus,
Burned beyond recovery of his gene seed, along with Brother Michaelis. Nothing was left of them save for ash. They burned from the inside out.
anything else to report?
The Orc warboss has been destroyed, but we saw a dropship leave the area. Captain, she bore the 8-pointed star.
The mark of the ruinous powers of chaos.
The forces of chaos? Here? Now?
Tartarus has endured several Black Crusades led by the terrible Chaos Champions. However, it seems too convenient that orcs and these heretics are here at the same time. But I trust the eyes of our scouts. Isidore, do you sense anything?
No, I have sensed nothing. But if the nature of Brother Tantheus' demise is any indication, then they would have a sorcerer with them who would be capable of masking their presence, especially with all the background static caused by the orcs.
Ah, our honored guest has arrived.
Who is it?
Inquisitor Mordecai Toth, protector of the Emperor's divine word and will.
Is he here to take command?
An Inquisitor may have near unlimited power. Yes, he can commission the service of any Imperial citizen, from peasant to planetary governor, but
I shall not cede command of my Space Marines to him, Inquisitor or not.
Then why is he here? Does he suspect one of us of heresy?
He is an Inquisitor. They suspect everyone of heresy. If chaos taints this world, then that explains his presence. We must share with him what we discovered. Inquisitor Toth, welcome to Tartarus.
Thank you, Captain. But we have little time for courtesies. You and your men must leave Tartarus. Now.
The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of Chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of Chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a Chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies than to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of Chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
Yes, my lord. Scouts in position.
Yes, my lord.
The sacred artifact will now be available to us.
As you wish.
Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
Scouts advance at your command. Yes, my lord.
None can stand
Direct us to
before
the
the
enemy.
Inquisition. Yes?
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
Yes, I will see that it happens.
Scouts awaiting orders.
How can I serve? Colonel Brom taking command. I will see that it happens.
I am prepared.
Walk softly and carry a big
Marine
gun.
squad deployed.
I am ready to pass judgment. Yes?
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
What is it you desire?
Scouts ready.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve. With all due haste. I will do as you ask.
Yes.
On patrol. On patrol. Gathering intelligence. Scouts awaiting orders. On patrol.
Yes. How can I serve?
Scouts in position.
Yes. I shall never tire.
Scouts here. On patrol.
How can I serve?
Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose? I can
Scouts
sense
ready.
the enemy. They are close.
Search commencing. At your command.
I exist to serve. I await your instructions.
I serve.
Scouts in position. Strategic point identified.
Attack!
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
What is it you desire?
Yes, my lord. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Taking heavy fire.
Wait. They
Getting
weren't
into
attacking.
position.
They were fleeing.
What could
Through the
inspire
destruction of our
fear,
enemies
nor do we earn our salvation?
Yes, Lord.
Scouts ready. I sense danger. We will root it out. Search commencing. Scouts advance.
Here to serve. I await your instructions.
How can I serve? Yes.
Securing objective.
Yes, Lord. I will do
How can I
as you
serve?
ask.
Area secured.
Mind over matter.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Yes, my lord. On patrol. Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Do I detect uncertainty in your
Something
purpose?
is not right here. These orc bodies do
over
not look
matter.
like they were dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution.
Yes.
Through discipline, we prevail. I can sense the enemy.
They are close.
Eldar.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Follow me. Be it Eldar or chaos. I will have answers either way. Press on.
Inquisition will destroy you.
Space Marines, advance!
Venerate the immortal Emperor. Through the destruction of our enemies, we
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts awaiting orders.
How can I serve?
Scouts awaiting orders.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord. As you wish. I shall obey.
Scouts here. Gathering intelligence.
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. Yes, most beneficent one.
Yes. Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation. What is it you desire? Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
The enemy is attacking!
I am ready to pass judgment.
I will see that it happens.
Scouts ready. We will move ahead.
Today the enemy shall
enemy
move here.
positions.
With courage and honor.
I await your instructions. I shall obey. Yes, most beneficent one.
Fear not the Psyker.
Beware the alien.
How can I serve?
Area secured.
I await your instructions. Here to serve.
Yes.
What is your will?
At once. Mind
Yes, my
over
lord.
matter. Yes.
At your command.
Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol. I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
How can I serve?
Yes, my lord.
The enemy is attacking!
I await your instructions.
Marine squad deployed. What is your order? Orders received.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. I exist
Scouts
to
in
serve.
position. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
I await your instructions.
Through discipline, we
I await
prevail.
your instructions.
Fear denies faith.
Scouts ready.
How can I serve? How can I serve? At once.
At your command. On patrol. I sense danger.
Dark Reapers,
We will root it
fall
out.
back. We need
He who
Rhino
stands
transport
with me
tanks.
shall be my
They
brother.
will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark
What is it you
Reapers on those
desire?
cliffs above.
I can sense the enemy. They are close.
Rhino
can
transports
sense
are
the
now
enemy.
available.
They
Build
are
them
close.
at the
How can I
machine
serve?
cult.
On my way. Men,
Direct
you will
us
follow
to
my
the
directives from here on out. What is it you desire?
This day shall be a glorious
Scouts
one
here.
for the Imperium.
Search commencing. Search
What would
commencing.
you have me do?
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. I shall obey. I shall obey. I will do as you ask.
I stand ready.
The Emperor protects.
Scouts awaiting orders.
It will be done.
Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
Praise the Emperor. On alert,
Marine squad
brothers.
deployed.
The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, my lord. Cleanse, purge,
Today the
kill.
enemy shall know fear. Praise the Emperor.
Do I detect uncertainty in
Praise
your
the
purpose?
Emperor.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord. Here to serve.
Rhino
I
transport
shall
deployed.
obey.
Rhino ready. Rhino ready. Take refuge within our armor.
The Emperor protects.
Fear denies faith.
Rhino transport is prepared. Going straight to the front line.
Ever vigilant.
Rhino ready.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Rhino ready. Rhino here.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
prepared.
Going straight
Dispatch
to the front
me
line.
here. Fear not the sight.
Rhino here. Take refuge within our armor.
Under fire.
Rhino ready. Going straight to the front lines.
At your command.
Rhino transport is prepared.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Taking
disappointment.
damage.
Rhino ready. We deliver into battle.
Knowledge is power.
Beware the
Hide
alien,
it well.
the mutant, the heretic.
Yes, most beneficent one.
How can I serve?
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Through discipline,
Rhino ready.
we prevail.
Rhino here. We carry the virtuous.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Rhino ready.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Rhino ready.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Today the enemy shall know fear.
I am ready to
There is
pass
no such
judgment.
thing as innocence. Only degrees
Beware
of
the
guilt.
alien, the mutant, the heretic. On alert, brothers. The enemy
your
must be
order?
nearby.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Scouts here.
Rhino here. Take refuge within our armor. Take refuge within our armor. Rhino ready. Rhino ready. Rhino
Under
ready.
fire.
Yes?
As ordered.
Rhino ready. Rhino here.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask. I will do as you ask. Yes, most beneficent one.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
Rhino
breath, there
ready.
can be no peace. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Rhino transport is prepared.
The enemy is attacking.
We deliver in Rhino transport is prepared. Rhino transport deployed.
Dispatch me.
Deploying. Rhino transport is prepared.
Squad deployed.
Deploying smoke.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
There is no such thing as innocence.
I am ready to master.
Fear not the sun.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
I serve. I can sense the enemy. The
Rhino transport is
the
prepared.
first step on the road to disappointment. At once.
Charge! I have awoken.
Mind over matter.
The Emperor
Rhino
protects.
transport is prepared. Going straight to the front lines.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Under fire!
I await your instructions. With all
The
due
gate is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. I stand. Feel my wrath.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Fear not the sight. Charge! I will destroy their minds and burn their bodies.
This is where I leave you. Praise the Emperor.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. I stand ready. Charge! Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Let the
Fear
grenade
not, we
fly!
must pull back. I stand ready. Through the destruction of our enemies, we on the road to disappointment. Mind over matter. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact.
Apothecary ready.
My knowledge is at your disposal, at your command.
At last, back to
An
war.
open mind is like
At
a
your
fortress
command.
with its gates unbarred
Faith
and
is
unguarded.
eternal.
Scouts awaiting orders. Gathering intelligence. On patrol. Commencing infiltration. On patrol.
Marine squad
Getting into
deployed.
position.
Fear not the Psyker.
I await your instructions.
What are your needs?
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. I shall never tire.
We stand ready.
Fear not the Psyker.
At your command.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
I am prepared.
Fear not the Psyker. Venerate the immortal Emperor. Knowledge is power.
Area
Hide it
secure.
well. There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. I am in. I stand ready. Drive.
Yes, Lord? I await your
Hope
instructions.
is the first step on the road to disappointment. Do I detect
It is better
uncertainty
to
in
die
Scouts
for the
awaiting
Emperor
orders.
than live for yourself.
Rhino here.
I am the instrument of his will. Faith is eternal. Command me. I am the instrument of his will.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I will do as you
Rhino
ask.
ready. Take refuge within our
Fear
armor.
not the Psyker.
How can I serve?
My knowledge is at your
The battlefield
disposal.
awaits.
Fear not the Psyker.
I am needed
Knowledge
elsewhere.
is power. Hide
Apothecary
it
here.
well.
Who
There is no
requires my
such
aid?
thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. With me, brothers, an open mind is like
I
a
am
fortress with its
prepared.
gates unbarred and unguarded.
Command me. I will be there soon. Faith is eternal.
The enemy is attacking.
My faith is my shield.
Scouts in position.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Through the destruction of our enemies, we earn our salvation. My faith is my shield.
Claiming the name of the Emperor.
At last, back to war. Die! At last, back to war.
The Emperor protects.
I await your instructions.
I will see that it happens.
Walk softly and
The
carry.
enemy is attacking!
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
I am the instrument of
While
his
the
will.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, Lord? With all this, most beneficent
I
one.
have awoken.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
What would you have me
How
do?
can I serve? How can I serve?
At last, back to war.
Scouts awaiting orders. Getting into position.
Under
Scouts
fire!
to position. I sense danger.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
How can I serve?
The area
Here
is
to
secure.
serve. Build routine
Beware the
721
alien.
initiated.
How can I serve?
My faith is my shield.
Scouts awaiting orders.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Creature, fire in the hole!
I can sense the enemy.
How can I serve?
Walk softly.
What are you doing?
On patrol.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Scouts ready. Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve again.
Rhino ready. We deliver into battle.
Taking damage.
My faith is my shield.
Scouts in position.
What would you have me do?
Scouts here.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At once.
It is better to die for the
At
Emperor
least
than
we
live
know
for
that the
yourself.
orcs and
I
Eldar
will
are
be
not in
there
league
soon.
together.
My
When
faith
one
is
enemy
my
attacks
shield.
another, it
At
does
last,
not mean
back
they
to
aren't
war.
in league. Just that they
I
are
will
living up
crush
to their
those who
lack
stand
of
before
honor.
me.
And those who lack
the
honor
enemy
deserve
shall
death.
I have awoken.
At your command.
He who stands with me shall
Even
be
in
my
death I
brother.
still serve. By his word, I will purge the unclean. I am ready to serve again.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. At your command.
Rhino ready.
On alert, brothers.
Taking damage.
The enemy must be nearby.
I am ready to serve again.
would you have me do? I shall never tire.
I am ready to serve. Again.
The Emperor protects.
Scouts here, at your command. On patrol.
Praise the Emperor. Follow me into battle.
Burn!
I shall never tire.
I have awoken.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Rally, squad! You will stand your ground! While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, most beneficent one? With all due haste.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Today, the enemy shall not be awoken.
I have awoken.
I shall obey. Yes, Lord?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Space Marines, advance! Follow me into battle. What is it you desire?
Yes, most beneficent one? Yes, Lord.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
None can stand before us. None can stand before us.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
How can I
finest.
serve? Yes. On my way. The alien, the mutant, the heretic.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve. Again.
Taking hits!
I await your instructions.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
I await your
Consolidating
instructions.
position on the objective.
With all due
Today,
haste.
the enemy shall know fear.
Fate is eternal.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Command me.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask.
I
Yes,
have
Lord.
awoken.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
I can sense the enemy.
You will stand your ground!
Fire in the hole!
To me, my brother! My fate is my
I am ready to serve.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My faith is my shield. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. He who stands with me shall be my brother. My aim shall not falter.
I have awoken.
With courage and honor.
Let the grenade fly!
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. shall never die. Through discipline, we will prevail. My faith is my shield.
I shall never tire.
The Emperor protects. Beware the alien.
At last, back to war.
The heretic. Establishing a secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
At last, back to war. Faith is eternal. By his word. Die!
Beware!
Die!
The mutant. The heretic.
Yes, Lord? With all due haste. Here to serve.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor.
I am the instrument of his will. I am the instrument of his will.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. What would you have me do?
I await your instructions.
Under fire!
Walk softly and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother. How can I serve?
There's a grenade!
Understand.
For the Inquisition. For the Inquisition!
Fire in the hole! Apologetic here. Fire in the
My
hole!
faith is my shield. The Emperor protests.
Command me. By his mind of the instrument
Returning
of
to
his will.
duty.
Command me.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Set the grenade aside!
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Command me.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Command me. I will crush those who stand before me. Faith is eternal. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
My faith is my shield. So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.